as Steve Molitor has a decisive 9th round.
Well, you called it. You said the last time he had a knockout was the 9th round, and he certainly opened it up here. But the key has been the accumulation of punches and catching Labarda in the middle of his punches, and that's exactly how Molitor hurt him. That was the knockdown. This was the end after he had already had him hurt here. Right there, he already had him hurt, and this was just an accumulation of punches as Labarda crumbles under the assault of Steve Molitor. Combination punching was the key here, and combination punching will be the key to ending the fight.
Seconds out. Getting set for round 10. Labarda back into the fight. And Steve Molitor with a huge 9th round.
And Molitor feels good. He feels like he's got this fight and he's got his man where he wants him. Now it's just a question of stopping him in his tracks for just a long enough time to unleash the final assault.
Wild right hand by the challenger. Molitor measuring him here now almost. The nose bleeding from Labarda. Molitor going downstairs a little bit, trying to open up an attack on the challenger's head. Overhand left by Molitor, straight right hand and a good jab.
Molitor's putting a lot of pressure on Labarda now.
Uppercut lands, and now he has him up against the ropes again. Right hand lands.
Right hook, that's a hard hook.
Right hand.
Right hook.
He's got him in trouble again. Molitor trying to finish it off. The challenger backing up Molitor, a wide right hand. Great left hook. Straight right hand by Molitor. Looking for the uppercut again.
Like I said before, it's not the punch, it's how many punches. Molitor's hurting him with the single shot. Now you got to finish him with the combination.
Minute and 19 seconds to go in the round. Plenty of time here, and Labarda's on his bicycle.
He's hurt him there. Now he's hurt him to the body.
Now he's got him again. Labarda up against the ropes. Uppercut lands. The corner is imploring Molitor to press on and finish this. Molitor a right hand. Labarda hanging on here. And a lot of time to go in the round. An uppercut.
The referee's watching closely, Joe.
The left hand. Holy mackerel.
That's it.
That's it. Steve Molitor successfully defends his IBF junior featherweight title with a stoppage of Ceferino Dario.
It was technically perfect. It was technically perfect, Joe.
Alan Cromwell in the ring with his fighter. You're right, but it was the flurry.
It was the flurry of punches, and the corner had been calling for it, and you could see the vulnerability of Labarda when Molitor would unleash with both hands. He was able to handle the one shot at a time for the better part of the fight, but the more and more Molitor started putting those shots together, the more he was able to get to him and break him down.
And finally, there was just no defense.
Just too much. Now, he had broken him down by this point. Labarda showing all the heart he possibly could to stay in there. For a kid with 71 professional rounds experience, you got to give him credit for the heart he showed against a fighter with the class of a Steve Molitor. But in the end, it was just too much as Molitor overwhelms Labarda.
And so is Celestino Caballero next on the horizon.
Well, there's no doubt about it that that's the one he wants, because that's the fight that will lead to the other big money fights. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's great fighting here at Casino Rama. This is his 5th successful title defense. No world champion has been busier than Steve Molitor, but Steve Molitor wants to also make a name for himself worldwide. And to do that, you're going to have to beat the other world champions.
So a big night for Steve Molitor. Let's go to James Jardine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 34 seconds of the 10th round. Referee calls a halt to the action. The winner by technical knockout, and still undefeated, the IBF Junior Featherweight Champion of the world, the Canadian Kid, Steve Molitor.
The belt is still around, the Canadian Kid and the IBF Junior Featherweight Champion. As Steve Molitor comes over to congratulate a game Ceferino Labarda.
And Labarda was game. There's no doubt about that. Molitor showing him the respect because he's proved just how tough he was, because he took some tough shots from Molitor and hung in there. But in the end, like I said, the class of Molitor and the technical perfection was just too much for Labarda.
So let's go to Rod Black up in the ring.
Here he is once again, champ. Usually the last few fights you've gone through a marathon and you look a little spent. You look as fresh as you did at the beginning of the fight. By far your most explosive win in quite some time.
What can I say? You know, my hats go off to Stephane LaRouche. All the guys who got me ready. You know, there's a lot of skeptics out there saying, you know, to change the world, a trainer this close to a fight is not a good thing. It proved beneficial. I'm the happiest man on the planet. I got a man who wants to work as hard as I do in Stephane LaRouche.
I was listening in the quarter to Stephane, and you might as well come in as well, talking about pop, 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 even asking for the Boutte special at one time. Lucien Boutte is here as well. What's it like to work with Steve Molitor?
Honestly, it's a charm. He's just such a fan of boxing. He dreams about it. He talks about it. He just lives for boxing. So it's an honor for me to be with him, and I think we're having a lot of fun together.
Champ, 28-0. You have this belt. You'd like another one down the road.
Without a doubt, you know, we got our sights set on Celestino Caballero. I didn't want to talk about it before this fight. I want to take care of business here tonight. But now that it's on, let's rock and roll November 21st.
Safe to say you took care of business here. Alan Tremblay, a promoter of Steve Molitor. What happens now? Will this fight take place, and will it take place here at Casino Rama?
Well, there has to be, there's a two-part scenario to this. I'll be in Panama City on September the 18th, and Caballero defends his title. I have a contract in my pocket. The deal's done. He wins. We sign. We're here on November 21st.
Can't wait for that. Champ, final word to you.
I'd like to thank all my fans here at Casino Rama, throughout Ontario, everybody in Montreal who treated me so good throughout my training camp, my family, my beautiful fiance. We got a baby boy on the way, my brother Jeremy. I love everybody. Thank you very much.
Life is good, isn't it?
It's great.
Steve Molitor, still the IBF Junior Featherweight Champion, still undefeated. An explosive win tonight. Didn't go the distance as he takes out his Argentine challenger. For Joe Bowen, Russ Amber, this is Rod Black. Good night.